So good morning once again. Till now, today's date is 4th. Till now we have discussed 4 theorems on circles. The first theorem was equal chords subtends equal angle at the center. Good morning Drishti. Thank you Taranjeet. So till now we have discussed 4 theorems in which the first theorem was that equal chords, suppose I have 2 chords AB and CD such that they are equal. It is given to us. What we can say is that they both will subtend equal angle at the center. Thank you Drishti. So they both will subtend equal angle at the center. This was the first theorem that we have learned. If 2 chords are equal, they will subtend equal angles. We have seen its proof also. Its converse we have seen. Second theorem, similar to it, that if 2 chords are making equal angle at the center, we are saying the same thing in a reverse way. If 2 chords are making equal angle at the center, okay, Khushi, 1 second. If 2 chords are making equal angle at the center, so if it is given to you that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, it is given to you, you can say from your side, it means that the chords are also equal. So the both theorems are similar, only one is normal, one is converse. Now comes the third one that we have discussed yesterday. The theorem was like this. You need to understand all these theorems to solve the question properly. Suppose you have a circle of center O. The third theorem said, if you have a chord like this, AB, so theorem says the perpendicular drawn from center to a chord, whenever you draw or whenever you try to draw a perpendicular from center to a chord, it is for sure that this perpendicular will divide this chord in 2 equal parts. So let me call it D. We can say AD is equal to DB. So again I'm repeating, if a perpendicular is drawn, or you can say a perpendicular drawn from center to a chord bisects the chord. That's it. This was third theorem. Fourth theorem that we have discussed yesterday was line through, or you can say if a line through center to a chord is bisecting the chord. So class, if it is given to you that you have a chord AB and there is a line from center to a chord which is bisecting the chord, what you can say? Class, please answer. Yes, Bhavya, very good. So again I'm repeating, if there is a line drawn from center to a chord and it is bisecting the chord, then we can say it must be perpendicular to the chord. So this angle and this angle should be 90 degree. This we have tried yesterday to prove also. Some of you were saying, sir, we can prove this by SAS. So for those, I am again repeating how we prove this thing. So class, please see how we did this. It cannot be proved by SAS. I will show you how. Why it cannot be proved by SAS the way you are doing. First thing class, our motive given to us in this is AD is equal to DB, because we know it is fourth theorem which says that line drawn from center to a chord is bisecting the chord, then it is perpendicular to the chord. So this then part is to prove part. So we have to prove angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to 90 degree. Sir, in circles coming in half yearly because is coming in PT3 in syllabus. No beta, Bhuvanjot, it will not come in half yearly. Okay, it will not come in half yearly. Half yearly syllabus is done till probability only, that we have done already. Okay, now class, Please see, those who were saying it is SAS criteria, let me tell you, you said, sir, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. I said, good. Yes, they are equal, because in this triangle OAB, we can see OA is equal to OB, both are radius. So you can say angle 3 equal to angle 4, no issue. 11 will not come, don't worry. 11 will not come. Okay. Now, for 11, I have to see something now, because it is not possible right now to teach that chapter on this. So class C, you said 3 equal to 4. I said, okay, it is possible. So in triangle OAD and ODB, please see, angle 3 is equal to angle 4 as per you. I said, okay, because they are opposite to admit moksha. Okay. I'm thinking of waking you people up in the morning now onwards. है ना? At 7:55, I should call everyone. Now, this is done. Second thing, you know, OA is equal to OB. Both are radius. And third thing you are saying is side angle side. Na? Haan. Some of you have taken AD equal to DB. Okay, this one is fine. But ASA is not possible. Who was saying this? Yes, some have taken angle 1 equal to angle 2. This one is okay by angle, no, side angle side. It is okay. Triangle OAD is congruent to triangle OBD. Please admit. Okay, Piyush and Jasnoor. The criteria from their side was, I think, ASA, na? If you remember. I think you have taken this to prove part as given part. That's why you were getting angle side angle. So keep remembering this thing. You have to prove angle 1 to angle 2. Okay, you cannot take it as given part. Class, is it clear now? After this, you can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCT, and then you can say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, because they are forming, sir, angle D I have told. Okay. Okay. So 1 plus 2 180 degree, because they are forming a linear pair. And finally, you can form angle 1 equal to 90 degree. Yes. Now, let's see the next concept, circle through 3 points. First, to tell me how many circles are possible through a single point. Next topic is first tell me circle possible through one point. There are infinite circles possible through a single point. So if you have single point like P or O, you can draw infinite circles like this, like this. You can draw infinite circles passing through this single point. It is similar to line. In lines also we have seen. From when will you take revision classes? Moksh Tushir. Beta, revision classes is not as much there. You can have a doubt class if you want someday. Okay, you can tell me your doubts and we can discuss those. Now, second is, in the case of lines, we have seen to get a unique line, we need at least 2 points. In the case of lines and angles, we have seen to get a unique line, we need at least 2 points. Tell me, can we get a unique circle using 2 points? Class, please answer. Can we get a unique circle having 2 points? Please answer. Are you saying yes? Okay. All of you open your book on page number 174. You can see there is a diagram. Please see page number 174. There's a diagram, figure 10.17. Here you can witness that you can have many circles or in fact infinite circles passing through 2 points. So 2 points are also not enough to get a unique circle. So circles passing through 2 points. Class, please see and confirm if you have got this diagram. If you have 2 points, still you cannot draw a unique circle. There can be infinite circles passing through 2 points. Okay, so let me draw diagram a little bit for you. P, Q. It is like this. Suppose first circle, then second circle passing through these 2 points, then larger circle like this. So you can have infinite circles passing through 2 points also. It is not a unique one. So to get a unique circle, we need minimum how many points? We need minimum 3 points. Okay, Piyush. Now tell me, Piyush, Bhavya, Rudra, correct. Now tell me, if you have 3 points like this, can we draw a circle using these 3 points? Please answer. Can we draw a circle using these 3 given points? Please answer. Vaishnav is saying P. Okay. Vaishnav, no beta. Jasnoor correct. Bhavya correct. 2 circles can be drawn. Prisha is saying good beta. No. The reason is, what do we call these 3 points? Can you answer? What do we call such points that are coming in a line? Class, what do we call such points that are lying on a line? We call them collinear points. Yes. So let me join and we are getting a line. These are known as collinear points. So it is not possible to draw a unique circle using these 3 points. Why? Whenever you will try, 1 point will be left. If you draw with 1 and 3, second will be left. If you draw with 1 and 2, third will be left. So you won't be able to get all the 3 points on a circle because they are lying on a straight line. Okay? Mishti, Kamaljot, please answer. Prisha, correct. Ansh, okay beta. Piyush, good. Others, please answer. Bhuvan Jot. So we need 3 points which are, class please answer, to draw a unique circle you need 3 points which are, please answer, 3 point must be, very good Utkarsh. Others please try. No Vaishnav, abhi bataya beta, it is not possible in collinear case. They should be non-collinear. Garima, they should be non-collinear because in this case we cannot have a circle which is passing through these 3 points. Not possible. So we need 3 points which are non-collinear. So we need 3 non-collinear points. Now the question comes how? Now the question comes how to draw such a circle with 3 points given. If I give you 3 points in a plane like this, point A, point B and point C, we can say these points are non-collinear without any issue. Yes class, because they are not lying on a straight line, they are non-collinear points. Now the question comes, what concept should be used to find a circle? Class, orthocenter. Actually, orthocenter, yes, it is orthocenter only, or it is circumcenter beta. No, Utkarsh, it is circumcenter. If you remember, it is circumcenter. Yes. So let us draw. I will prove this by 2 methods. First, by theorem 10.3, I will try to prove this, and then the previous concept that we have done. Okay. First thing we will do is we will join the chords. Utkarsh, for you, orthocenter was made by altitudes only. In this case, we will go for perpendicular bisector, and that was a concept of circumcenter, if you remember. Okay, Utkarsh, please confirm. Okay, now see, and good that you tried that way. So first we have drawn the chord AB, then we will draw chord BC. Now think of it. Think that there is a circle passing through ABC. Class, our motive is to find the center of circle whose radius is OA, OB and OC. Class, try to think. Given to us is 3 points in a plane which are non-collinear. Our first motive is to find the center. Our first motive is to find the center of circle, and it should be at equal distance from A, B and C. Why so? Because we want a circle like this which is at equal distance from A, from B and from C. This is the rough diagram to tell you what we want. Class, please see, like this we have a AB chord, like this we have a BC chord. Now class, are you able to understand what we have to do? Class, are you able to understand what we have to find next? Our motive is to find the center such that OA is equal to OB is equal to OC. Now the question comes, how will we find that center? Question comes, how will we find that center? For that, let's move back to the theorem that we have learned. Theorem 10.3. In theorem 10.3, we have done that perpendicular drawn from center. Class, try to see. We have done in theorem 10.3 this thing, that perpendicular drawn from center to a chord bisects the chord. Can we take it in the reverse direction? That perpendicular bisector of the chord will pass through center. What do you say? Again I am repeating. In 10.3 we have seen perpendicular drawn from center to the chord bisects the chord. If I go in the reverse way, like this, and I say कि perpendicular bisector of this chord AB, like this, if I draw perpendicular bisector of this chord, I am sure. Sir, admit मोक्ष बेटा अभी तो किया था. Okay. So please see, if I draw perpendicular bisector of chord AB, I am sure that this line will pass through what? Please answer. If I draw a perpendicular bisector of this chord, I am sure that this line will pass through center. Very good. But I am not sure where it is lying. I know my center lies on this line. I know my center lies on this line, but where? I cannot confirm that thing right now. I cannot confirm that thing right now. For that, I need one more chord. For that, I need one more chord like this. In this case, again, if I draw perpendicular bisector of this AC, in that case, I can get the center very easily. This is the concept of obtaining a center or making a circle using 3 non-collinear points. So let me do finally on the diagram that we were doing. Please see, class. I hope the concept is clear in your mind. Now you will be able to understand what I am doing. So we had 3 points A, B and C. Class, please see. We had 3 points A, B, C which are non-collinear. We want to draw a circle. We want to draw a circle which will pass through A, B, C all. So first thing we need is center of the circle. To find the center, I used 10.3 theorem, that if I draw perpendicular bisector of AB, if I draw perpendicular bisector of BC, the point where these bisectors will meet, that will give me the center. That's it. So let's start. How we draw perpendicular bisector, please help me. How do we draw perpendicular bisector of a line? By taking arc more than half. So we will keep the compass on point A. We will open it more than half somewhere here. I will cut first arc over here, second arc over here. Then I will keep on B, third arc and fourth arc. And with this, I have got a perpendicular bisector. So if I join this, now class, I am sure my, let me call it D. I am sure my center lies somewhere on this line, but I cannot confirm the position. It can be anywhere, the center. To get the exact position of center, I need to use another chord like BC. I have to draw perpendicular bisector of BC also to get that. And if you take compass on here, more than half, arc, arc, B over here, arc, arc. So we have got the perpendicular bisector of chord BC like this. And this point of intersection is known as O, which is the center of circle. And you can check with your compass that this OA will be equal to this OB and equal to this OC. You will check today when you do this question, do it with the help of compass only, okay? And after getting that, you can just use a compass and draw a circle like this. And you have obtained a circle which is passing through these 3 points. Very good, Ishan. So others also try using compass only, okay? Don't draw a rough diagram. Utkarsh saying, sir, if we join AC, okay, and make it a triangle, then also it is okay, Utkarsh. You are doing one step extra, but that is from your side, okay? Minimum requirement was this much only. If you join 3, then also it is okay. Okay, Utkarsh? If you join these 3, you are using the concept of circumcenter. That is also fine. No issue. But minimum you require 2 points. The third point will help you to confirm whether you're getting the right or wrong. That's it. Now, let's see how much time is left. 2-3 minutes. Huh? In 10.3, we only have 3 questions, in which the first one is easy. You can try. Draw a different pair of circle. How many points does each pair have in common? Okay. Let me tell you. Question number 1. Question 1 of 10.3 is, I will just give you a hint for this. You can try on your own. Draw different pairs of circles. So you can draw different pairs of circles. How many points does each pair have in common? What is the maximum number of common points? Tell me, class, what are the possibilities? If you have 2 circles, what is the probability of getting point of intersection? In this case, how many points of intersection do we have? Please answer. If you have 2 circles like this, in this case, how many points of intersection we have? Please tell me. This is case 1. The circles are not touching each other. In this case, how many points of intersection do we have? We have 0 points of intersection. Class, tell me, after this, how many points are possible? In case 2, what will you say? If they touch at how many points? Class, this was the first case when they are not touching at all. Second case is when they are touching at how many points? 1 point. So the second case is good, Rudra. They are touching at only 1 point like this. I am drawing using this rough only. You can use compass O1, O2. In this case, they are touching only at 1 point. So second case. Similarly, you can try the third case and answer that how many are possible. Okay. You can answer the third case also. Okay, please answer. Others, please answer. What are the maximum number of points possible for intersection of 2 circles? Okay, Utkarsh, infinite in only one case when they are congruent. Leave that case. Leave that case of congruency. And then tell me how many maximum points are possible of intersection? If the circles are not congruent, how many points are possible? Ishan, very good. Others, please try. Utkarsh, now good. Others, please try. If circles, Drishti, Chuk, correct, beta. Others, please try. If circles are not congruent, maximum at how many points they can intersect? Vaishnav, no. Please think, Vaishnav, how many maximum points of intersection you can get from two circles? Bhavya, correct. Others, please try. No, Parkhi. Let's see. Parkhi and Vaishnav. Ansh Ajmani, 4 points. Beta, how? How you got this wonder? Infinite, Yuvika. Yuvika, wrong, beta. Infinite is only possible in the case of congruent circles. Suppose your mama's bangles, है ना? Mama के bangles लेंगे आप. If you keep them one over other, they are congruent circles. ममा की जो bangles हैं, वो congruent circles हैं. इसीलिए वहां पर infinite points of intersection है. I am taking normal circles, not congruent one. In that case, maximum possible are 2 only. Correct, Kamal Jyot. Like this, you can see. More than this, we cannot get. So maximum we can have 2 points of intersection, not more than that. Ansh, I don't know how you got 4. Ansh, I think you are drawing like this, and this. But Dada, this is not a circle then. This is an ellipse. It is not possible in the case of circles. This is wrong. You cannot have 4 points of intersection. Only 2 are possible, maximum. Okay. Now, question number 3. Shall I give you the hint for question number 3? 1 second. I'm giving you the hint and I want all of you to try this question today. Question number 3. If two circles intersect at 2 points, class, this is a very good question and this will be used again in next exercise. Draw a big diagram for this. They are saying if two circles intersects at 2 points, so you have circle 1, center O1, circle 2, center O2, they intersect at 2 points. Till now, everything is fine. Prove that their centers lie on perpendicular bisector of common chord. Now tell me, what is the name of common chord? O1, O2 or AB? Please answer fast. What is the common chord? O1, O2 or AB? The common chord is AB. Very good. Now what we have to prove, you have to understand, they are saying, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of common chord. This is the common chord. We have to prove that the line joining the centers is actually perpendicular bisector. That means indirectly we have to prove that, class tell me, indirectly we have to prove that this angle is 90 degree and AD is equal to DB. Class, indirectly we have to prove AD equal to DB and angle 1 equal to angle 2. Just read the question carefully, you will understand. Now the question comes, no, that theorem will not work over here. That theorem will not work over here like that because, 1 second. It is not given to you that they are perpendicular. You cannot use the theorem over here, class. Theorem was saying perpendicular from center. It is not given to you. It is perpendicular. Okay. So, thank you, Misty. You have to prove AD equal to DB. So you need to take those triangles in which AD is coming and DB is coming and try to prove them congruent. If you are not able to prove them congruent, you can take some other triangles and have some keys from there and then you can use in the final part. I have given you the hint. You can try this question today and tomorrow I will discuss this question. Not tomorrow, on Monday. Okay, try to use these questions, and in coming days we will have a test of quadrilaterals, and probability. We will have a test of quadrilaterals and probability any day in the next week, so be ready for that. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I can take the test. So in these 2 days, try to revise quadrilaterals and probability. Okay, time is less, so let me stop the video.